Hey, I'm Brian. I've been a new dad 3 times, and every time I stayed quiet about the hardest questions. If you're in year 1 right now, just know it's okay to open up. I'm doing that here, week by week, so you don't have to go through this alone. So, why is time moving so fast already? It's week 4, and I think it's important to remember that today's version of your child only happens once. Um, Remember for me, and maybe for you too, that week 4, you're probably not sleeping much, and the days can feel um, a bit similar. Let's just keep it that. Let's just say that. It can be diaper change, bath time, burp time, feed time. It can seem repetitive, right? But there's gonna come a moment where it stops you in your tracks, and you realize time's actually moving, and that this moment you can't get back. And for me, that moment happened after nap time. I remember hearing my son cry, going up the stairs, and at that point he was in a sleep sack, so hands are posted to the side, right, strapped in, and I opened up the sleep sack and his hands broke free, and I'm sure you've seen this moment before where the hands have been so tightly set to beside the torso that what I mean is the hands are so close to the body for so long that when you break free, they just stretch all the way up to the sky. And he let out this big yawn, and I think that baby yawn is the cutest thing. At least for me during week 4 is just. But he stretched so. He reached up so high that he just looked a lot bigger than when I remember him, and yeah, that moment for me, although the last 4 weeks were just a blur, it made me realize that he's grown up pretty quickly. And 5 years later, he's 5, and I have now a 3-year-old daughter and a 9-month-old daughter, and yeah, those moments you can't get back. Things are a lot easier now in terms of sleep. They're harder in other ways, but those days that you wish would just move faster so that they could sleep a full night. You don't get those days back, right? At least not like that, right? Where you're woken up every couple hours and you just wish that time would go quicker and they'd grow up. And yeah, but here's the truth, right? Like you only get today's version of your child once. I won't ever get to see that version of my child waking up with the 4-month-old yawn and stretching his hands up to the sky, and just I don't get to see that anymore. And I don't even think I captured that on video, so it's all in my head now. And so to answer the question, why does time seem like it's moving so fast? Because it is, right? It is. It goes by very fast. And so, no matter how tired you are, how sleep deprived you are, how exhausted you are, right? Because week 4 is just rough, It's only going to get a little rougher. Just know that you won't get the time back. You won't ever get to see that version of your child again. Every day there's something new. Soon they'll be smiling, soon they'll be crawling, soon they'll be walking, and that first year will just be out the window. And then they'll be walking, and then they'll be walking. So don't ever take it for granted. Watch every moment. Watch every yawn. And watch every stretch.